Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake is the second game in the Metal Gear series and Metal Gear Solid, if you're counting all of them. And this game is about Solid Snake once again. And this time there's a place called Zanzibar Land, and Snake has to infiltrate Zanzibar Land because there's another Metal Gear, and your friend Gray Fox has defected to the Soviet Union. So yeah, it's a very intriguing plot, and once again it's a sprite game. Keep in mind there wasn't polygons and 3D and all that good stuff until Metal Gear Solid, at least in this franchise, and that doesn't that doesn't bother me at all, because you have to read what they say, but it's really intriguing. Like, I could easily write it off as, oh, this is boring dialogue, I don't care about anything that's going on in the story, therefore I don't care to play it anymore. But I was really intrigued, and I actually think I like this more than Metal Gear. And yeah, it's a really solid game. It took me 4 hours and 54 minutes was my log time to play this game. So it's a lot longer than the first one. By that I mean it took me like an hour and 30 minutes more to beat it. Not too bad of a difference. And they keep some things in the game they don't have some other things. Like, the card system is a little different in this game. In Metal Gear, it was that you had to equip one of these 8 cards, I believe it was. In the first game, I think there was 8 cards. I think so. And I know that in this game there's 9, and 11 if you count the blue and red cards. But they open these doors, obviously, and in the last game you had to pick out of one of those cards, and you had to keep. It's like you get to a door and you're like, it's 1. Ah, crap, no, it's 2. No, and then it's like 8 or something. So it gets frustrating. But in this game, though they still have some of that, like they'll have, like, say card 6 or 7, and they'll have the blue and red cards, but they won't have like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all that. So that was a little bit improved, though I still had kind of a problem with that. That and the submachine gun still shoots like crap. Like in the last game, I didn't mention this, but it shoots like crap, man. Like it'll spat out in different directions, and just doesn't fit. That, and here's another change they made. The codec is now a walkie-talkie, which I don't care. I mean, it's the same thing. It gets the job done, but or at least it's in the form of a walkie-talkie. It's probably still the codec, but you know what I mean. So it's different. I mean, there isn't many things that are different in this game, but it did have a more intriguing story because as I said, Gray Fox, your friend, who you meet in the last game, you talk to him like once in the game. He pops up here, and he has a lot of relevance to Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid. But yeah, so it was a nice little addition, and I liked the boss fights in this game. Like the last boss fight with Big Boss, which I'm gonna mention now. Spoilers for this game. Like, I'm not gonna spoil Metal Gear Solid, but these games you kind of have to know Metal Gear Solid. But in the first game, if you don't remember, if I mentioned you probably didn't watch that review. You're probably not watching this one either. But if you are, and you watched the last one, then you know that Big Boss from the last game, the guy who's giving you orders, is organizing this whole place, this outer heaven situation here. And then he's also in charge of the Zanzibar uprising in the next game. And you have to kill him this time, and he finally dies. So that was a nice little touch there. They explained why this happens twice in the 5th game. I already know the ending of that game, sadly. What can you do? And this, he has this thing for a girl named Holly in this game. It never pops up in Metal Gear Solid, so that's just a one-time thing. And he had the Playboy vibe, and I thought that was cool. That was all delivered well through the dialogue that it's not said, you have to read it. So that tells you something about this game. It makes you think you're hearing it, but you're not, which is cool. So overall, there's not too much to say about this game. It's a rock solid sprite game. It's really fun to play. It can be a little frustrating, I will say that, because I played this game on easy, and it still took me about 5 hours to beat. It was hard, but good game overall. I mean, can't deny that. But yeah, so I'm going to give Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake an 8.5 out of 10. Alright, so yeah, my next Metal Gear review will be for Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. I played it on PlayStation 3 obviously, but from 1998, and I've already played that game, so I literally could just review it right after this, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait a little because I still need to beat Metal Gear Solid 2, which I haven't even started playing yet. So yeah, but reviews for Crimson Peak, Goosebumps, and Bridge of Spies this weekend. So yeah, that's my review of Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. So, peace.